Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We needed some other things. Someone on Reddit gave me an incredible post. They said, NL, you're too good. And I said, first off, that's how you start a comment if you want me to read it. They said, you don't unlock the scissors until you get 100 deaths. And we only have like 96. So we're closing in on it, but we don't even have it unlocked yet. We also still need Mega. We need to beat the lamb in under 20 minutes. That's another achievement unless we already got it. There's our C, by the way. ZAF6KG3T. I'm not going to tunnel vision on beating the lamb in under 20 minutes. Dude, analog stick is actually a percentage-based tiers upgrade, I guess. Because it gave us plus 2, well, really minus 2 tiers. But you know what I mean. Which is amazing. If we get the opportunity, it's an important thing to keep in mind. Really, what do we need to beat the lamb in under 20 minutes? Some combination of blank card plus the sun or the emperor, or Ansus, I suppose, would also work. Plus really, really strong early deals with the devil. Not an easy thing to accomplish, but also not really that difficult. It's just kind of more of a matter of just waiting until the stars kind of align. And when the stars align, you're set. And baby, when the lights go out, every single word just not express my love and tenderness. I always thought that song was weird. It's called When the Lights Go Out by Five. I was informed by someone in my chat the other day that Five, you know, they're a British boy band. If you didn't live through them, so be it. There's a member of Five. This band was famous, like quite famous, but they didn't make the transition into the nostalgic period. Like they weren't so famous that 10 years later, people were like, I miss NSYNC, I miss the Backstreet Boys. Not that many people outside of, like, York are missing Five, okay? But there's probably some of you out there. But they were big at the time. They have this song. Well, they have a band member in the band, someone in chat was telling me, that's really good, called Abs, A-B-Z. You know why he's called Abs? You guessed it. I didn't even wait to hear you, because there's only one conceivable guess. He's got abs, or at least at the time. He might still, you know, it's only been 15 years and he was probably like in his 20s, so there's a chance. People taking good care of themselves these days. Let's keep going here. We're not on an XL floor, no. I wouldn't, just because this first floor has been slow, I wouldn't bank on an under 20-minute kill here. We're just gonna have a good time. I'm not going to deliberately throw some deaths away just to get the scissors. They, you know, we're going to hit enough deaths in time, so I'm not concerned about that. The lyrics to When the Lights Go Out by Five. Baby, when the lights go out, every single word cannot express my love and tenderness. I'll show you what it's all about. And then it does the B4-4 thing. Baby, say you will succumb to me. So baby, come to me when the lights go out. Sorry, Ruka. And also the 40,000, 50,000 people watching this. See, they say come, but not in an un-PG-13 way. Isn't that weird? I want to just give them some advice. You know, I was like 12 when the song was written, but, you know, now as a 29-year-old, I want to give them a little bit of advice. First off, the things that you're gonna say when the lights are off, say them when the lights are on. You know, why wait for a power outage or nighttime canoodling to really, you know, tell your loved ones about your love and tenderness? I know he says every single word cannot express my love and tenderness, but like, come on, dude, you're a songwriter. Try. I believe in you. Otherwise, it seems like you got some kind of sexy ulterior motive, which I don't respect. Or understand. I also think you should be careful with your verbiage. Telling a lady to succumb to you kind of gives like almost a Dracula sort of, like you're putting her under your thrall. And I get like some people are kind of into that, I suppose, but I think if you try that on the wrong person, you're gonna find yourself not necessarily like you might creep them out a little bit when you say baby. Say you will succumb to me, you know? They're like, what do you mean? I thought we were having, wow, great placement. I thought we were having like a consensual adult moment, and then you're throwing in like a weird power dynamic at the last minute. That sounds like it's from the 1999 classic When the Lights Go Out by Five, so It's a very strange situation you've created for me here, Abs, if that is your real name. It is. Oh, it changed. That's my British accent. Oh, it changed. My name's Abs. It's like I've got abdominal muscles, but also my lyrics are abstract. Like, baby, say you will succumb to me. So if we get Brim or Knife, we're kind of off to the races. Oh, that's pretty good. And if we don't, I mean, you gotta take that. I think we actually want to take that. And you know what? I'll take that as well. Because we didn't get any truly 500 out of 10 items, we're gonna slow our roll. We're not gonna make this a 20-minute attempt. Instead, we're gonna slow down. And we're gonna try to get these early... Wow, we messed it up. We're gonna try to get these early, like, Death's List, I should say, actions here to put ourselves in a position where we're incredibly strong as the run goes on. I do hate that there's no battery charge. We're probably gonna take Sissy Longlegs, and you know what? There's like way worse fates than having to take Sissy Longlegs. That's a really good item in the right hands. We've got a really good rate of fire and incredible damage, 10.18 right off the bat. Plus 6 rate of fire, 1.3 speed, HP is okay. Like, this is a run that is well equipped. If you wanted to go for that 20-minute lamb kill, it's a seed that I think has the potential, or at least looks like it has the potential right off the cut, but you never know, right? That's what, like, people are always making songs like that back in the late 90s. It's like, how can I write a song about how I want to have intercourse, but I can't say dirty words? That's how you end up with, like, a Hit Me Baby One More Time. I mean, they were doing it in the 60s, too. Like, you know, when the Beatles said, you know, I want to hold your hand, they probably wanted to do a little bit more than that. I mean, those guys, they were out there. Off the wall. Off the planet. We should probably actually pay attention to Death's List. That's why people now, they're like, music is so sexually explicit. And yeah, I mean, Lil Wayne's got some classics. I know I'm nasty, excuse my behavior, let me just taste your we can F later. It's vile. I mean, also, you know, it's from the Upgrade You quote-unquote freestyle. Genuine classic from the 2007 year. Yeah, I owe it to myself, because that, I mean, I am what I am, and that's all I am. We have to go for the Zane here. And this has put a real damper on the run. We got spun, but our stats are, like, way worse. That's okay, though. We'll make something happen here. We got a Guppy item. I do see that. And our speed is through the roof. This room sucks. There's a couple trends I don't get in music, but I don't think it's because, like, kids these days are into worse stuff. Oh, let's go. I really do sometimes find myself, though, like, particularly on Corey's stream. People will, he has, like, a song request feature, and people will request songs, and I've never heard of them. We have no bombs, unfortunately. I've never heard of them, and they have 80 million views. Gucci Gang is a classic example. You might be well-versed enough in modern culture. You understand Gucci Gang. You hear it on a regular basis. I was not. It's one of those things. Similarly, the song, Now Watch Me Whip, Now Watch Me Nay Nay. I finally heard, well, I watched the whole music video. Oh, dude, we should end me. Bring me back with more damage. I was like, I don't get it. My dude is just listing dances. And it's, you're gonna say, well, Grandpa, what about like the Macarena? No, you don't understand. The Macarena also sucks. If you're like 12, okay, that's a little bit dismissive. Just kill me, please. If you're like under 40, oh, that's Guppy's collar brought us back. That's unfortunate. If you're under 40 and you like Watch Me Whip, you're okay. I'm not gonna hate on you either way, is the honest to God truth. But if you're over 40 and you lived through I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt and the Macarena and Gangnam Style and Soulja Boy, Tell 'em, you know, like, Do you never, is it that just your favorite genre of music at this point? You're like, I love songs that tell me how to dance. Time Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Electric Slide, Do the Hustle. This is getting ridiculous, dude. Please. By the way, for anyone who thinks I'm being an idiot, we're actually being a genius. Because if we ever get to hit anything with our brief athame, we win. You know, we get another Demon Heart. So our damage is doubled. D20. Why not? Not against it. You fool. Okay, okay. What? No. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it in the long. 9 volt? Okay, well, sort of. What a strange run we have brewing right now. Anyway, let's go fight this. I still have no bombs. This floor is just throwing everything into a tizzy. Gucci Gang's another good example. Mumble rap I have a hard time getting into. I don't listen to a ton of modern hip-hop, but there's some that I really like. It's not really like I'm a snob. I don't listen to a ton of anything except, you know, one album. And that album varies from, like, within a quarter of a year. Every 3 months, I go, let's move on to another album. I'm almost done with Songs for the Big Chair by Tears for Fears. I think I've teased away all the little, ooh, might as well take it for now. I've teased apart all the beauties I'm gonna get from that one, and now it's time to move on to something else. Maybe I'll finally listen to the new Kendrick Lamar, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God, you mean the Black Panther soundtrack?" Nope, not the Black Pounder soundtrack either, which is what I almost misspoke. Instead, I'm talking about his album that has the name of a curse word you can't say on a YouTube-friendly platform. I've had it on Google Play Music Unlimited for like a year and a half. I'm ready. I think the time is finally... It's been percolating in there long enough. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Finally see well... I love To Pimp a Butterfly. I realized I couldn't have sounded dorkier when I said that, but you know, that was an album of mine for like 6 months. I was like, this is double the average runtime for me. It's all I listened to for 6 months. And then the new one came out, and I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. There's nothing urgent about it. It's still gonna be there when I need it. Right now, Songs from the Big Chair needs me. What a terrible reroll. This run started, obviously, 10 out of 10. Now it's in, like, 7 out of 10 territory. Certainly far from terrible. But our rate of fire essentially got cut into a third. And then our damage only got better once we actually got Judas' Shadow to respawn. Spacebar item is arguably worse, unless you're going for, like, points. Which, you know, I haven't done points on a daily since, like, the year 1900, so... not overly concerned with that. Ideal, how do we pull ourselves out of this conundrum? Very simple. 9 lives. I hate you. Well, I'm gonna go to this room. We did not get 9 lives. Why did I go to the devil room? Tears up, so lovely. I went to the devil room because a couple reasons. Most justifiable reason, I need Mega. Second most justifiable reason, I wanted 9 lives badly. Well, if we get trapped in this corner, we got insane problems. How on earth did we not get hit by any variety of things there? So I think you have to use the shop to your advantage. Which is, I know, what a bold statement. Try to use a room to your advantage. But we have a kind of a more erudite plan. We're gonna blow up the donation machine. Gotta go aura. We're gonna blow up the donation machine. Then we're gonna re-roll all these. It's a good trinket. 2 of Hearts stinks. I'm Drowsy's good, but we're gonna stick with the Emperor. We got a bomb for free. Okay. You go get a battery. Blow this up. Reroll everything again. Okay. It would be good to get a battery first, but I don't think we're gonna get one. Pretty terrible turn of events. We're gonna pray for a Hierophant card. It's Hanged Man. Well, okay, we're gonna come up here and try to... Where the heck is the secret room? It's none of these. Oh, it could be here. I guess we should know that based on the... Come, Navi. That was a bit of a, like, niche reference. If you're not a fan of 1990s and early 2000s Canadian alt-rock band Our Lady Peace and their classic 1994 song Navid, you might be a little confused by that reference, but all you gotta do is send me an email and tell me why yeah, Superman's dead. It's not. The song's not called Superman's Dick. It's called Superman's Dead. A lot of songs about Superman. When I was growing up, Superman never made any money. Saving the world from Solomon Grundy. That's a classic. Thank God we got a demon heart there. We've gotten a lot of clutch demon hearts here. Don't forget about. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. And then there's Superman's Dead. There's got to be... Oh, here I am, doing everything I can, holding on to what I have. There's got to be more. Clark Kent. No, that's Superman. The Superman song by Crash Test Dummies. What about Superman never made... It's the same song. That's a Superman song by the Crash Test Dummies. What about the one that starts, Tarzan, now there was a real man. That's, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yet again, I find you describing the song, the Superman song by the Crash Test Dummies. Really? The one where he despairs that the world may never see another man like him? That's the one and the same. The song really takes a lot of turns. Like, first they're talking about Tarzan, and then it's about Superman, and you're like, whoa, that really took a turn. These guys are incredible songwriters. I think this song is stuck in my head so much because in the song, it's called the Superman song, in case that's not abundantly clear. He says this line, and Superman never made any money saving the world from Solomon Grundy. I'm going to take the damage, and then we're going to do something a little tricky here. Wow, that's horrible. Not worth it, even. I remember being a kid and being like, well, I guess it's hard to rhyme things with Lex Luthor. So why on earth, apart from the rhyming scheme, would you have chosen Solomon Grundy? Oh, you mean the guy from the Super Friends who goes, Solomon Grundy thinks we should kill Superman. It's like, that's his most... I'm sure he's gone through so... Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm sure he's gone through some kind of, like, regenesis. Is that a word? Regenesis? Probably not, because they would have used it for an Isaac sequel. But now, oh, Solomon Grundy, now he's a hyper-intelligent alien who's, like, fell in a pit of science juice, and now he's like, really smart. But yeah, okay, that's fair. At the time when the song was written, and I was watching the Super Friends, Solomon Grundy is the dude who always starts a phrase by saying his name. That's all I'm saying, okay? Lex Luthor's like, hey, super nerds! I built a kryptonite vaporizer. Superman, you feel your powers dwindling. And then Solomon Grundy's like, Solomon Grundy wants some lunch. And Lex is like, okay, fine. Dude. So, oh, this is Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, I love having more options combined with immediately having no ability whatsoever to see where we're going. So here's how we're going to do this. This run is still good, maybe even great. Give me a second. We're going to very briefly look for like a card. Any other teleport card. That's really good. Any other teleport card gives us an incredible amount of value. I can't be too mad about this run right now because we have 20 damage in the whole scheme of things. So, like, really, it's a good run. Tiny Planet is bad. In almost every situation. Don't give me the whataboutism. Well, it gives you a tears upgrade, though. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, you get. All right. Makes you hit with about 2% of the tears you hit with prior to picking it up, but sure, yeah, it gives you 1 tears upgrade, so you miss a lot faster, which is nice. I'm gonna try it here. So we have skipped a little bit, or a lot, really. But we're gonna hopefully get a deal and become very strong. And then we'll teleport out of boss rush. Right now it's just gonna teleport us back into the boss room, which is no good. But we do still get our choice of items from the boss room as a result of this. Boss trap room, I should say. Didn't get a deal with the devil. What do you got for me? Bombs? 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 We gotta take bones. I know you're gonna say take bombs. Literally, like, actually almost can't. Because with Tiny Planet, they'd be nearly impossible. Alright, so our strat didn't work out that well, but we're gonna leave. The Emperor. Not really trying to speedrun. I recognize we missed an item room in a shop, probably, even though we didn't have keys at the time, and still don't. We missed an item room in a shop by doing so, but the idea is, hey, what's worth more? Your choice of 4 items, or, well, to be fair, our item room is really your choice of 2 items, which makes that a lot better. And then the shop, you never know. I'm not gonna say it was gonna be a wash. I'm just gonna say I don't think it's necessarily as cut and dry as everybody would assume. The world. And again, wow, I'm trying not to complain too much, but I do want to throw out there that your boy has been opening pretty much every cursed room under the sun, and yet, I don't know if you noticed, we have not gotten like any benefit out of them. We're gonna go Angel Deal. And I know we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, but I feel like I'm actually... Okay, please stop that. At least for this fight, we're gonna stick with 1 red heart. Because it gives us a rate of fire increase that's not horrible. Are we really gonna base our existence around Dark Prince's crown? Well, like, yeah, to be honest with you. Oh my god, the key's so tiny. To be honest with you, yeah, and the reason is, Dark Prince's crown is like... actually pretty okay in this one very unique situation, unfortunately. Getting a 3 rate of fire increase is actually surprisingly valuable. You're just gonna have to... dude, Infamy. Infamy combined with Maw of the Void, or whatever the other one is, a Thame. Infamy combined with a Thame has actually absolutely saved this run. Now, you're not going to be a big fan of this, because it appears to be rushing, and that's what I was about to say. You got to take me on my word when I say that I am going quickly, but the reason I'm going quickly is not because I want to finish the run. It's because Blank Card Emperor is probably the equivalent to saving like 3 Spirit Hearts per floor. Weird little Brimstone boys. Oh my god. Well, let's get a quick proof of concept. Right now, they seem pretty great. Dude, fine. I really don't want to fight Hush, but it could be fun. I'll give you that. Dead onion. Okay, well. No keys? Really? Kind of a bummer, dude. Plan C. Incredible. I can't even be mad at this point. Alright. So we did all this for dead onion and mom's purse, huh? Well, don't really know what to tell you. I really wish that when this guy shot, it didn't make the same sound that it made for transformations. Or like getting a consumable. Or a stat up from Death's List, because it makes it sound way better than it actually is. So I got a level with you. This dude is melting. Relative to the speed at which we killed the other guy, this dude is eating it right now. And I have no idea why. He's not melting as quick as we've done on like some incredible runs. But he's dying way faster than I would expect given the fact that we took proportionally kind of an above average amount of time to kill, more time than usual, I should say, to be as unambiguous as possible. Took more time than usual to kill the first phase. We're already 40% done. It's a cool synergy. And, dude, any run that actually, like, incentivizes the use of, Dark Prince's Crown, oh lord, is already, like, in a weird place. So, this has definitely been, even if you ignore the fact that, of course, it's a zany run because we re-rolled the whole thing, this one's in, like, it's in its own world. We got aura as well. It feels like we're shooting way slower now. Did we have a rate of fire aura? I don't think so. Because our rate of fire is still the same. He's still melting, really. All things considered. That fight went so much better than it had any right to. So I did that run almost as like to assuage my guilt for the fact that I am using Blank Card Emperor as well. But I mean, what do you want from me? I gave you that amazing 5-bit earlier on in this show. Well, we had extra damage for a time there. I still don't know if I really feel confident predicting a win here. But I certainly feel confident predicting that a fun time was had by all. Because, my god, this is like several items. I mean, Purity is usually like, wow, a little bit of a weird run. We had Purity. Wasn't that strange? And then on top of that, we took the deals with the Angel, and we might get a chance to fight Mega Satan, depending on how our HP looks. And then we re-rolled our whole run, and we re-rolled it into, oh, Tiny Planet thanks to Curse of the Blind. Isn't that strange? And then also, our Tiny Planet shots are now Brimstone Beams, and Dark Prince's Crown is the best item in our Ovra. How strange. It's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's not the best item in our Ovra, but... Okay. Okay. We really should have kept I'm Drowsy. Because we have luck, we are going to fight some rooms. So really, this run is basically like, my shots are orbitals. Amazing. My shots are orbitals, and all I have to do is dodge. So just keep holding the buttons down. Dude, my Isaac muscle memory for Tiny Planet is actually ridiculous. Like, I know this sounds braggadocious, But I wasn't even thinking about it, and I've taken Tiny Planet so much that when I get Tiny Planet, my brain switches into, like, Tiny Planet firing mode, where it's just, like, shoot in the opposite direction of where the enemies are. That made me proud of myself, I gotta be honest. Zodiac we've had before. We do like getting Taurus. It does render us impossible to shoot, but at the same time, it also allows us to crash into enemies risk-free, which I think is probably still a positive right now. Who knows? Maybe we got Virgo or something, too. I'm just gonna level with you. I can't really fight Mega Satan right now. We have too little HP and we'll definitely die. I know it sounds defeatist, but... You know, fighting... Oh, no. No, so much worse. Fighting an optional boss when you're this low on HP strikes me as a terrible move. I heard a chest. There is a chest. So we can't afford to not do this room right now. And trust me, that sucks for me way more than it sucks for you. Oh my god, the rosary. Can we still not afford to do, Mega Satan? Yeah, like absolutely. Are you crazy? Like, look at this run. Of course we can't afford to do Mega Satan. That would have been a really nice time to kill Lust last, but that's kind of hard to do when you've got Taurus. Well, I'll tell you what. Step 1, we'll beat this boss. Then we'll see where we stand. We also might already have the virus, now that I think about it. And just have never looked. Infamy, thank you. Infamy, thank you. Oh, dude, when you get the perfect radius. Thank you, Infamy. When you get the perfect radius and you could just let an enemy eat like 30 brimstone shots in quick succession. Dream come true. Okay, well, second secret room? Nope. Nope. Second secret room? You going somewhere? What are you... What? Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. Sure. I didn't realize we skipped so many rooms here. Wow, that somehow worked out pretty well. These guys are super non-tanky. We've already found our other secret room. Oh my lord, sure, fine, you got me. We'll do it. I just wish we had like a better card. At least we got 2 keys now. Fruitcake Dry Baby. Well, if we die, we came by it honestly, right? Like we tried. I love when Taurus works like this. Just a dream come true. At least we managed to block like a decent number of shots. We got the benefit of hitting like multiple parts of Mega Satan simultaneously. Or in quick succession. Did you see a huge brimstone laser in the middle of baby brimstones? That was a little strange, but I'll take it. Okay. I don't know why. This is like a perfect boss build. Not as good against the mini bosses here, but... Oh, we lost our range there. Hopefully not too bad. Very, very weird synergies thanks to Fruitcake. Well, big ups to Fruitcake, Tiny Planet, brimstone beams that typically are not amazing. You might argue that they're decent, and I think I would agree with your assessment. But all these, especially Dark Prince's Crown, the real star of the show, leading to a run in which it's conceivable, albeit not guaranteed, that we're gonna have a good chance to be Mega Satan here. So. Infamy. You've already done so much for me. Could you do one more solid for me? Looks like some of our shots are actually killing the shots that he's shooting, which I don't even want to talk about it at this point. I'm not fighting Delirium. Hey, thanks for watching. Weird. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.